Thank you, Sister. We have now arrived at the moment for which we have all gathered, the investiture of President Bassam and Deeb as the 6th President of Trocaire College. At this time, I would ask that Dr. Deeb and Sister Joanne Cornine, President of the Sisters of Mercy of the Americas, NIPAW, please step forward to the center of the stage. And I would ask the Board Chair, Lisa Kursitz, to please come to the podium.
Dr. Bassam M. Deeb, you have been appointed by the Board of Trustees of Trocaire College to be the president of this institution. To you we entrust the college's administrative stewardship and educational leadership. We charge you to employ our resources prudently and productively in the fulfillment of our educational mission. Trocaire is the college where lives are transformed. Our graduates will be the first choice of employers. The college seal is the principal sign of your high office. The Mercy Shield, the background of this seal, challenges you to be faithful to the mercy legacy of the founding community, the Sisters of Mercy of the Americas, Pennsylvania Pacific, and West Community. The open book inscribed with the words, faith, love, and knowledge, symbolizes learning and scholarship, while the Marian symbols represent the Catholic heritage of the college. Ours is the unique responsibility to hold fast to excellence in scholarship and to Catholic values as you lead Trocaire into the future. The wish of the college community is that your tenure as president will be fulfilling and prosperous. Therefore, by virtue of the power conferred by the Board of Regents of the State of New York, I, as chair of the Board of Trustees, invest you, Bassam M. Deeb, as the 6th president of Trocaire College. I present to you this presidential medallion as a symbol of your office and a reminder of the support of the Board of Trustees and the college community. Congratulations.
Catherine Macaulay and the First Sisters of Mercy cherished as the essence of the charism they had received, the recognition and the fostering of the dignity of every human person. The uneducated they desired to instruct were those whose need was knowledge, both to live life productively and to experience the mysteries, the wonders of mind and spirit, which contribute to the person's understanding of self and God. Dr. Deeb, in the name of the Sisters of Mercy, I confidently entrust this vision of Catherine Macaulay to you. Our community, our college, give thanks that you, as the 6th president of Trocaire College, are now our co-minister in mercy. We are confident that Catherine's vision will be fulfilled in you, and we assure you of our support and friendship. And so, on this Inauguration Day, we pray. May God, our Creator, breathe into you new life. May you be blessed with wisdom and discernment, with determination and patience. May the Spirit of God breathe into you a new spirit and a new understanding. May you be blessed with justice and mercy, with courage and commitment. May the wisdom of God breathe into you new hope and new awareness. May you be blessed with simple pleasures and deep joy, with a good sense of humor and the love of family and friends. And Bassam, in the tradition of the Irish blessing, may the road rise to meet you, may the wind be at your back, and may the Lord hold you always in the hollow of his hand. To these prayers and blessings, all the people say, Amen.
At this time, I present to you Dr. Bassam M. Deeb, President.
Sip of water before we get started. I thought I would keep my cap off so they can take pictures of what my hair looks like right now. So thank you very much. Dear faculty, staff, students, guests, family members, friends, and colleagues, I'm honored today to stand before you as the 6th president of Trocaire College. Let me first of all thank a few people who made today such a special celebration. Thank you, Lisa Kersitz, Chair of the Board, and all the members of the Board of Trustees for your dedication and undying commitment to Trocaire College. I know that it has been a busy fall semester for all of you with helping us guide this celebration today, as well as our recent signature event, Reflections, under the leadership of Trustees Siobhan Smith and Nancy Sheehan, which raised $130,000 in student scholarship dollars. Thank you. Your Excellency, Bishop Malone, I am honored that you're able to take time out of your busy schedule to help us celebrate this day. As the new prelate to Buffalo, I know that you too are trying to wrap your arms around the office and the diocese with which you have been entrusted. I'm especially grateful to the support that you have shown me and my colleagues from other Catholic colleges during your short time in our community. To the Sisters of Mercy, represented by Sister Joanne Corneen at the platform, the wonderful Sisters of Mercy Choir, Sister Marianne Schimshiner and Sister Mariella Enright and the Sisters at the Mercy Center, for opening up your home for us to have this wonderful celebration. I am thankful for your vision to establish Trocaire College and to continue to provide it with the needed support so that we can carry out its educational mission. Congressman Higgins, I am grateful for your words of encouragement and for agreeing to bring greetings on behalf of the local community and its social and political leadership. Your interest in the success of Trocaire College is well documented, and I look forward to continuing this partnership. To Dean Myers, Faculty Senate President Marianne Deeb, our Student Association President Alexandria Mann, and Alumni Association President Hank Mume, and Veteran Services Brad Baumgartner, your participation today and speaking on behalf of the Trocaire family enriches the celebration and speaks volumes to the commitment and support you have already extended me as your new president. To my predecessor, Paul Hurley Jr. and his wife, Mary, the first lay president of Trocaire. Paul served Trocaire for 14 years, and at times during very difficult and challenging situations. You have helped build a solid foundation for the future of this institution, and for that, I'm grateful. To my family, who was able to assemble from near and far, especially my wife, Jody, children, Emily and Mel, for your patience and support, which has allowed me to dedicate the needed time and energy to serve the Trocaire College community. 36 years ago, my family came to Buffalo, New York to escape a war-torn country of Lebanon. We were adopted by many American friends and other family and friends from Lebanon and other countries in the Middle East. We all bonded around a very basic principle: to search for a better life for us and for our families. Many are here in the audience this afternoon. I know that you are proud of my accomplishments, but I dedicate this celebration to you as a symbol of my gratitude and to proclaim that the American dream of hard work, perseverance, and success is alive and well. To my friends who have traveled here from Youngstown, Ohio, Wheeling, West Virginia, especially Monsignor Juliet, and who will conduct the benediction, other professional and personal friends from various parts, including the state of New York, and especially Niagara County, I am humbled by your presence and show of support this afternoon. Today we are joined by fellow presidents and other college and university representatives. I especially wish to acknowledge Thomas Gamble, president of Mercyhurst University, whose words of greetings representing the higher education community and the Conference for Mercy Higher Education are greatly appreciated. Your collective presence today bears witness to this day of transition in the history of Trocaire College. Vice President Mitchell, Trustee Sister Sally Waltz, and the rest of the Inauguration Committee and the volunteers, you have truly outdone every expectation and have put on a celebration that highlights the hospitality of the Trocaire family and one to be remembered for a long time. Finally, to my assistant, Kathy Hofstadter. Where is Kathy? Kathy made sure and made me vow that I would not thank her for the work she's done for this event. And so I promised her I would. And I said, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to acknowledge Kathy's service of 41 years at the college. And for serving 3 college presidents. That's not a small task. This is a small token of my appreciation to Kathy. Kathy, will you step up, please?
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. Inauguration addresses are supposed to be a time to reflect on the accomplishments of the college and provide a look ahead into its future. Ever since its founding as Sancta Maria College, Trocaire has gained distinction in the health-related professions. The college strives to empower students toward personal enrichment, dignity, and self-worth. Trocaire prepares students for service in the universal community. As a member of the Conference for Mercy Higher Education, Trocaire adheres to the principles of preserving the core Catholic identity and the Mercy mission. At the core of this mission is a call to work together as members of this higher education community to model mercy and justice and to promote systemic change with special concern for women, children, and the less fortunate as we embrace our multicultural and international reality. Throughout its history, Trocaire College has adhered to the core mission of the Sisters of Mercy. Initially, by providing education for members of the religious community, it opened its doors to the people of South Buffalo and became one of its landmarks. More recently, the college has extended its offerings to the larger Buffalo community and has managed to add a number of other academic disciplines, culminating in developing a second major location for the college in the north towns of this community, with a focus on hospitality and business-related programs. As a private institution, Trocaire College remains committed to being efficient in its operations and cognizant of the escalating costs students have to bear as they pursue higher education. As the higher education enterprise continues to be challenged by the way it operates, the ever-increasing regulations, and the challenge of financing excellence, Trocaire, with the help of its friends and benefactors, will continue to find ways to deliver a quality, private, Catholic, higher education experience that is within the reach of the majority of those in our community. To this extent, we must remain focused on developing and delivering academic programs and services that meet the needs of our current and future students and give us an edge in the ever-competitive higher education environment. These external challenges and the core sense of our mission obligates us as custodians of this institution to engage in a continuous improvement process that focuses on the way our curricula are designed, their relevancy in today's society, and their mode of delivery. This kind of review must also extend to all of our business operations and student support services. The continuous improvement process must not be viewed as a challenge to our history or what has been accomplished, but rather an opportunity to not be held hostage by our history and a chance to accelerate our efforts to move forward and embrace the challenges that lie ahead. I believe it is the balance between what was and what should be that guided my predecessors and helped Trocaire achieve its success and reputation as a caring institution of higher education in this community. Despite the accomplishments of the last 54 years, today Trocaire is at a crossroad. Does it maintain its niche in the health-related professions? Does it expand its non-health related offerings? Does it continue to provide a career-oriented approach to higher education at the certificate associate level, or does it increase its baccalaureate and liberal arts offerings? Does it limit its presence to South Buffalo or expand in other parts of the greater Buffalo region? These and many other questions face us today and can only be resolved by developing a common vision, not my vision, but a shared vision that is inclusive of all members of the college community. This will be done by accelerating the work of the Trocaire in 20 Strategic Committee, which was initiated under the leadership of Chairwoman Kirsitz and her board colleagues, as well as by involving key campus constituents. Over the last 3 months or so, I have spent time meeting with every program director, dean, department head, and board member. I also initiated meetings with faculty groups, staff, and students. In addition, I have reached out to major donors of the college and local political leaders. I am amazed by the openness and support I have received throughout my visits. Trocaire holds a special place in the heart of everyone I have spoken to. Everyone remarked that Trocaire is a place that feels like home, where you feel part of a family, where caring for one another is what keeps people working at this college. The Western New York community is blessed with 21 institutions of higher education, many of them represented this afternoon. Our faculty and staff could work in any of them to the extent that they believe they work at the best place in Western New York. I will make sure that we strive to receive the deserved recognition. The level of excitement about who we are extends to our supporters and benefactors. Many of you are here today to observe this moment of transition in the life of Trocaire. You can choose to support any of the fine higher education institutions in this region, but you choose to support Trocaire. Whether through Support Hope, Inspire Hope, or the next capital campaign, you support this institution because you know that we are good custodians of your trust and committed to doing our best to educate and help those who want to help themselves. In my remarks at the start of this academic year, I stated that going to college is a privilege and not a right. The reason it is a privilege is because academic programs in higher education require a certain level of learning and commitment for the person to be successful. I also stated that what sets Trocaire apart from other institutions is the fact that we are about giving people a chance who may not otherwise get to attend a small college with a supportive and nurturing environment, which focuses on each person's needs and skills and gives them the tools to enter the world of work and lead successful lives. To this extent, Trocaire will need to invest in its infrastructure to ensure that our students are in the best educational environment we can provide them. This means that we will need to embrace technology to its fullest as a tool to enhance our teaching, learning, and service environment. This means that we will need to develop a strategic academic plan that recognizes the value of credit-bearing and non-credit offerings. This means that our enrollment management efforts need to be cognizant of our ability to attract and retain the student who can fully maximize the Trocaire experience. This means that we will need to assess our space utilization and pursue those options that enhance and create a flexible and collaborative learning environment for our students. This means that we recognize our history as an urban institution and embrace the ever-changing, rich, multicultural environment that this urban geography affords us. This means that we remain true to our roots, but become more recognized in the mind of the potential students in the region as a whole. This means that we increase our visibility in the community by extending our partnerships with our colleagues in the Western New York Higher Education Consortium, and by having our graduates be the first choice of employers in this community. This means that we will seek the support of those who benefited from our nurturing and caring environment and ask them to contribute time and personal resources to support our mission and our ability to continue to be that special place for generations to come. This means that we will need to be entrepreneurial in our approach in order to be able to accomplish it all. In a 2004 discussion on the characteristics and quality of Mercy Higher Education, the authors reflected on the Venerable Catherine Macaulay, founders of the Sisters of Mercy in Ireland, and they stated that Catherine's work did not stop with education. Ever the entrepreneur, she opened a workshop for women where they can learn skills and be employed. She saw the need for education and started preparation classes for adults. Later, as other needs surfaced, she branched out to serve the sick and the dying. In an effort to mobilize this campus community to begin to prepare for our future, I will seek and expect input over the next several weeks from all campus constituents into the current organizational structure and solicit recommendations for any necessary adjustments or functional realignments in order to identify and dedicate sufficient human and fiscal resources to address our challenges and opportunities. Our people, our biggest asset, but at the risk of sounding very cliche, we will need to work smarter, not harder. We will need to deconstruct any barriers or perception of barriers that may have been erected over time. Collaboration among individuals and departments to benefit the greater good will be rewarded. Creativity and entrepreneurship within our means as a small college will be celebrated. In the words of Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric, change before you have to. Face reality as it is, not as it was or as you wish it to be. I know that some of you might be wondering why I have chosen to quote the Venerable Catherine McCauley and Jack Welch in the same address. Clearly, I couldn't have chosen two individuals who, through the eyes of history, are viewed from more opposite sides of the spectrum. However, I would submit to you that both individuals have some things in common. They both led successful enterprises that today continue to shine in their respective fields. They were both entrepreneurs in their thinking. While their missions were different, they both had a vision to drive and the drive to mobilize others to achieve that vision. Today, our motto at Trocaire College is dream, focus, and succeed. These are not just words that are relevant to our students, but should be relevant to all of us, the current custodians of Trocaire College. So in conclusion, my colleagues, the time is right for us together to lead Trocaire College into the future. A future based on a shared vision, a commitment to transparency and involvement at all levels, a qualitative and quantitative review of critical and strategic issues, and a direct and decisive decision-making process that recognizes our identity, mission, and commitment to serve our community. Thank you.